Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm gonna jump right into this video and I'm going to start off by unboxing my AliPearl hair. This is from the Amazon shop. I received this in 2 days after I purchased this because I have Amazon Prime, and I did get a closure which I believe was 12 inches and a 14, 16, 18 inch bundles. This is the Brazilian Straight. It is the 8A virgin hair. In here I am showing you guys all the bundles, and here's the closure. Each bundle or each item in the box was wrapped, and it also had a tag on it. The hair was really soft. It had a lot of body and a lot of movement. I really liked that the bundle weft was neat and that the hair was pretty full to the end. I also liked that each package or each item was wrapped so that you didn't need to size them by holding them up to each other. You can easily tell the length of each bundle. So here's the 3 bundles together. Oh, look at those ends. I love the ends. And that closure already looks like it's been plucked. Like, I love it. Here is the box that it came in and all the hair. And I did create this wonderful unit using my sewing machine. Check out my Instagram if you are ever interested in machine made wigs that are custom to your head. So yeah, you guys, let's jump right into the tutorial. I'm taking this deep purple shade from the Juvia's Place palette. I forgot what the name of the palette is, but it will be left down below in the it will be left down below in the description bar. I'm just taking that dark purple shade on a fluffy Morphe brush, and I'm packing that directly into the crease. I am making sure that this color is nice and pigmented, and then I'm gonna go back around that edge of that color and blend out the edges using the same exact brush. Take your time while doing this step. This technique requires you to be very patient with your blending. Also, don't put too much pressure on that brush. Okay, so going into this purple, it's like an eggplant sort of purple from the Zulu palette by Juvia's Place. I'm packing that right on top of that, the edges of that previous color. And I'm using another, I think this is a Coastal Scents Pro Blender Firm brush. I'm taking that and I'm patting that around the edges, and then I'm going to also go in with that same exact brush to blend around the edges. As you will see, this is pretty much the technique that I use, especially when I'm working with colors, because they're a bit harder to blend and they do require a little bit more work to get a little bit more of a seamless blend while keeping that pigmentation of those colors. So I'm going around those edges and repeating the same steps by blending it out with the same exact brush, working from inner corner all the way to outer corner. Now going back in with that same palette on a smaller brush, I'm taking this pink shade and I'm putting it just above that previous color. As you'll see, I'm doing the same exact steps over and over and over, but it works, honey. So try this technique out for yourself and tell me, let me know if it works for you, because it works for me and I have hooded eyelids. So this gives me the best application, and this technique works the best, especially when I am cutting my crease. So I'm putting that above, and now I'm gonna go in and blend out those edges. Take your time. It is already really high, and it's almost connected with my brow bone, but I don't want it to be. So I'm really concentrating where I'm blending it. That way it's not exactly on top of my eyebrow, if you know what I mean. I'm blending it out from inner corner to outer corner. And now that I have everything blended, I'm going to cut a crease, honey. So I'm taking this big painter's sort of brush from BH Cosmetics. It came in a set, and I am going to just put that along my lash line, then look up, and this is going to create a stencil for me to map out my cut crease. I'm just mapping out my cut crease, and for the concealer that I'm using here, I just use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Fawn and Medium Beige to give me this perfect color to cut my crease with. So I'm just taking my time to cut my crease, and I did lose some footage, so I'm sorry about that, you guys. We're moving right along. We're gonna go back in with that eggplant purple, and we're gonna blend out the edges of that cut crease into the deeper purple that's in the outer edge, if that makes any sense. You guys can see what I'm doing. Now I'm just gonna go back in with that deeper purple and blend those two shades together, marrying these two colors so that they don't look awkward when they're next to each other. And now I'm gonna go in with this blue purple. It's like a shifty sort of shade from the same Juvia's Place palette, and I'm gonna go ahead and pat that in this area, leaving the inner third of the eyelid bare. I'm just gonna take my time and pat this on that empty space where I cut my crease at, and I'm making sure to stay within my lines, because there's no point of a cut crease if you're gonna go outside of the lines. You're not gonna see where you cut your crease at. So I'm just going to put that color, pop that on, and then go back in with that purple, the eggplant purple, to blend around the edges of the blue and that purple. Now I am taking that pink shade. It's such a pretty pink. It reminds me of cotton candy. This whole look reminds me of cotton candy because the colors are so metallic and so just so gorgeous. So I'm taking that pink shade on the inner third of my eye, just to change it up. I feel like this look was gearing very much toward purple, but I did want to add a pop of pink in there. So I'm putting this pink right in the inner third of that eye, and then I'm gonna also blend the edges of the pink with that shifty blue purple color. And I'm putting this on using a flat synthetic brush, staying within my lines and whatever. Yeah, I'm blending out those edges, girl, because there's no point of a makeup look if it's not blended, honey, because if it ain't blended, then it ain't gonna look cute. And the whole point is to look cute and, of course, slay, y'all. So yeah, we're just doing that. I'm taking my time while blending this out. Remember to take your time, and if you don't have time, skip a cut crease, because a cut crease look is not for you. So I'm gonna go in with my foundation now. I already got my liner on. I did a simple liner. I'm really not into wing liner these days. And I also put on a pair of Mink eyelashes. So we're ready to go get into the face, and I'm doing my typical foundation routine with the Maybelline Matte Poreless in the shade 338 Spicy Brown. I really love this foundation. It doesn't break me out. It gives me medium to full buildable coverage, and it's just awesome. And it's only like $6 at Target, $6 or $7 or whatever. So I am putting that all over my face, and I'm pressing that into the skin using a e.l.f. what is it, ultimate coverage brush. I think that's what they're calling it. It's like one of those new brushes, and it's like $6. So I'm using that to apply my foundation all over my face, making sure not to cover up that brow that I spend so much hard work cleaning up. So I'm just putting the foundation all over, and if you guys want to see a foundation routine, you can check a previous tutorial where I did do my foundation routine for you guys. Now I'm just highlighting my face, and I'm using that mixture of the LA Girl Pro Conceal in Fawn and Medium Beige to create this custom shade for me. And I'm putting that all over my highlighted areas, my chin, the top of my mouth, down the center of my nose, and in the middle of my forehead. And I'm going in to blend this out almost immediately because I want to take my time to blend out my under eyes. So I'm putting this concealer mixture under my eyes with a concealer type of brush, and then I'm also going to make sure to clean up the outer edge of my eyeshadow, and then I'm going to blend everything together. Yes, honey, we are getting through this look. I also did this look on my live on Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, you can see when I go live, and I often create my looks. I also did a bit of reverse contouring just because I'm not going to cream contour today, and I still want that contour to pop. You'll see what I'm talking about a little bit later in the tutorial. So I'm taking my $1 ShopMissA sponge. This sponge is bomb. I already did a video on it. Check that out, okay? And I'm going to blend out my under eye concealer. As I'm blending it out, I'm also going to take my foundation brush because it has a little bit of leftover foundation, a little tiny bit of leftover foundation on there, and I'm going to blend out around the edges of that concealer. And then I'll go back in with that sponge and make sure that everything is smooth. As per usual, you guys know I use 2 powders to set my under eye concealer. I'm going to go in with the Sacha translucent powder first. I'm going to set my concealer, dust that off, honey, and then I'm going to go in with the Buttercup powder by Sacha Cosmetics just because the buttercup powder has a bit more of a yellow tint, and I do have a yellow tint to my skin, or a yellow undertone to my skin, so I prefer to use a more yellow based powder under the eye just to bring some more of that golden color back to my skin. So I'm gonna take that powder immediately under the eye and on top of that white one, and I'm using my blending sponge to do so, and I will be dusting this off right away because I do not bake. I'm not a hot oven, I'm not an easy bake oven, and my under eye looks super dry when I leave my setting powder on too long. So to avoid having any flashback, my ultimate trick for you guys would be to take your I'm talking really fast to get this voiceover done, but to take your face powder, yes, your face powder, and set the face, but also use it to dust off that highlighted area where you put your setting powder on. So that will ensure that you don't have any flashback and you will not have any issues when it comes to photos or videos. Now I'm gonna take my staple products. I'm using my MAC blush in the shade, don't remember the shade, it'll be down below, but I'm using that to bronze my face, and I'm putting that in all the contours of my face, creating me some cheekbones, honey, because your girl ain't got none much, but I will after I put this blush slash bronzer on. Hello. And I'm also going to take that along the sides of my jawline and into the forehead to just take away from that masky appearance, because I feel like when your foundation goes all the way into the hairline and it's like that one solid color, it kind of looks like you have a mask on. But I'm gonna also use my new Black Radiance pressed powder in ebony. I got a new one because I finished my old one. It's the first time I've ever gone through a powder so quick ever in my life. So I really love this powder. I had to get another one, and I'm just also repeating the same steps but putting that a little bit lower on the face in those same contoured areas. So now I'm going to clean up my contour with that Sasha Buttercup powder, just carving along that contour to make sure that it is nice and sharp. And I'm also gonna dust it away using my face powder brush. So yeah, now I'm gonna snatch that nose up a little bit, honey, just to add some shape back to the nose, because you know everything be looking flat and dimensionless when you put foundation on and all that good stuff. So we're gonna bring back some of that shape by adding some shading to the nose area. Now I'm gonna take this NYX Ombre blush, and this blush is so poppin'. The pigment is there. The pigment did not come to play, you guys. The pigment is there. She is booming. She's here to stay. She is ready. But it's just too much for me. I put the blush on, and after I did go in with my face powder to just dim it down a teeny little tad bit. So I'm putting that everywhere. I put it in my chin, my nose, and I also put it in my temples. I don't know. It just gives you a really pretty all together look when you put the blush in the other areas as well. Super, super, super cute. I really like how it looks. And now I'm just blending it in and taking that blush down a tad bit. Here is the star of the show for me, at least. I've been wearing this highlighter all week. Ever since I put my purple Faux Locs in, I have been wearing this highlighter like literally every day. This highlighter is by Maybelline. It is bomb. It is gorgeous. It's the prettiest purple highlighter that I have. I don't have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dream Glow Kit or whatever that has the prismatic colors in it, but this is just as good and it's way cheaper. So I'm putting that all in my high points with this Morphe brush. And look at it, such a pretty iridescent color. And I even love the formula of this stuff. It has like almost like a moussey powder, I don't know, like a moussey powdery kind of feel to it. So it is super pretty, super gorgeous. Look at that purple glow. It has such a nice sheen to it, and it looks amazing in the sunlight. In natural light, like outdoors, it looks amazing. So I put that everywhere, even on my nose. And now I'm gonna go in with this lip. I don't even know where I came up with this lip or how I came up with this lip, but girl, your girl was creative with this lip, honey. So let's get into it. I put on my MAC lip pencil. I think this is the shade Currant. And I'm lining my lips. And then I'm gonna go in with this ShopMissA metallic liquid lipstick in the shade Candy. And at first, I wasn't gonna use this liquid lipstick, but I was just like, you know what? Let's go for it. It's a metallic bubblegum pink sort of color, I guess. Mixed in with the lip liner, it has a little bit more of a purple shift to it, which is why I chose to put the purple lip liner, of course, so it can match with my look. Yes, I put that on. I'm blending it in with the lip liner, and I had to go in with the second layer because it dries pretty quickly, and I feel like when I was mixing it in with my lip liner, it was getting a little bit patchy, so I just went in with a little bit more product on my lips and blending it in, blending to go in with this e.l.f. Plumping lip gloss, and this lip gloss saved the whole lip look. This is in the shade Pink Cosmo, I believe. This lip gloss is so bomb. I love e.l.f. Plumping lip glosses. They are so nice. They give you a tingly feel to the lips, and I honestly feel like my lips do look a little bit more juicier after I put this on, but I don't know. You'll be the judge. I'm just mixing this lip gloss on to the lip, and I'm about to finish this look off, you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that it was detailed enough for you all, and I'll see you guys in my next tutorial. Bye!